Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Today, we have got a woman that is going off on the white liberal. We all remember what Malcolm X said, right? But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Now, let's get into it.
You don't hang no signs about black people hating on immigrants, because black people ain't got no reason to hate on no immigrants.
Oh no, but the immigrants got
We
the reason to hate
everything
on
y'all
us.
are in there, son. Let me tell you something. You get them signs down. Anytime that ordinary Lawson and Silverstein and what's that other?
Cesar
They sit up
Lopez.
here and talk
Lopez.
about how they should get a hate crime bill because swastikas was in Ziploc bags in their community. They hung this in our community. We want it off the polls. We want that to be the beginning of a hate crime. And that organization, which is a white liberal organization, like in the words of Malcolm X, who told us what? That the white liberal is the worst enemy to the black man.
Yes.
And
To the
it
black
is
American.
coming up in here acting like y'all representing some social justice.
Say that,
When all
sister.
along,
Say
all
that.
you're doing is trying to use black people
Say
to
that.
find a reason to make some money.
Say
Let me
that.
tell y'all something over there. We're done. The Democratic Party is done. You ain't gonna mess with us like
Y'all
this
gonna
no
abuse
more.
us.
I'm telling you what I'm
They
telling
get to
you.
abuse the black
Trump
American.
gonna come in here and gonna clean it up. I'm telling you,
Go ahead.
the ones that have the righteous heart. You leave the Democratic Party. Do just like
Please.
RFK Jr. Just do like that Tulsa lady. You better get up out the Democratic Party. Save yourself. Save your families. Save your dignity. Save your jobs. And save your seat. Because if y'all don't, we coming for your seats. We ain't taking this no more. We ain't taking no disrespect from a bunch of people who have broken into the country and now have completely broke the city, have completely broke the country, have completely disgraced the United States of America. America is a disgrace. And for the, oh my God, what a solution. You give us a fake, black, cackling hand of a candidate. With a vice president that's talking about he want to put tampons in the boys' bathroom. Lord, the number one function of a president is to be the commander-in-chief. You tell me anything about a Kamala Harris that look like she can protect this country after y'all have sat up here and let it get her overridden with a bunch of illegal immigrants. Y'all have sat up here and put America's hands in all kind of wars. And you telling me a tampon man that ran from duty don't even know what his rule was. Kamala Harris, who don't know what race she is, gonna protect this country? The devil is a lie. Y'all better keep some signs down. Yeah, I know that.
Mm. Did you hear that? Loud. What's that sister's name? I need to know her name. Is this in Chicago? That is fire. Did you hear that? And see, I believe this is in Chicago. I believe because I noticed that little man with the colorful shirt on. I see him in Chicago. Whoa. I mean, that, you know what? I don't even have to comment a lot on this because she called out with the words of Malcolm X. Let's look at this real quick.
There are many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox, and a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to, but the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling. You take him for.
There you go. The words of Mr. Malcolm X. These liberals mean us nobody any good. It doesn't matter what you look like. Liberals are not for anyone. That woman stood up in there, and though everybody was sitting there like, that was priceless. That was worth $1 million. Actually, no amount of money could pay for that. That is worth everything. The way they sat there and she was like, you should leave the Democratic Party. The Democrat Party, I am telling you all who don't know, they are demonic. And you got people now who know. The people who vote Democrat now are just low information voters. They don't know what's going on. They go with the news, the fake news. They don't really investigate and find out what's really going on. They believe the propaganda. And I'm telling you, the liberal, the Democrat, whether it's a black Democrat or a white one, it doesn't matter. The Democrats, they mean no American any good, regardless of what you look like. But I got to say this because I keep it 100% real on this channel. The Democratic Party is accustomed to using race to enslave people, particularly black people. If you look at these major cities, they have black Democrats over them. So particularly the black Democrat is the most dangerous because they can get people to vote for them based on color and they don't do anything because that's what the Democrats do. They're paid to do nothing. And it's dangerous. It's I hate that it's taken black people so long for us to wake up and see what they have been doing to us. Now, I did not fall for it with Barack Obama. I did not vote for him either time. God spoke to me very clearly concerning him. But the others, Donald Trump, I did not know that he was actually for all Americans and he loves his country. He has his faults. We all do. No one's perfect, but he wants what's right for this country. And he is under so much demonic attack. Don't you see why Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr., why they left? They said the Democratic Party is a party of warmongers and censorship, communism. And they have put these people, they put Tulsi Gabbard on some secret domestic terror watch list after she had negative comments about what a Kamala Harris presidency would look like. Yeah, she said that. And they put her on a secret domestic terror watch list. RFK Jr., they went after him because he's against big pharma and the chemicals that they put in our foods, which has the children unhealthy and a lot of people unhealthy because there's a lot of money to be made when people are sick. Just, just in case you want to know that. And there's a lot of money in politics when you're doing things not in the best interest of the American people, which is why a lot of politicians, they're pretty much corrupt, but there are some that are not, and they are the MAGA ones. And those are the ones that Joe Biden said very specifically, look out for the MAGA Republican. Yeah, look out because they're going to try to set things in order. And the people that don't want things in order don't like MAGA Republicans. They just don't. And it's not that the MAGA Republican is the problem. They're being used by God. You don't have to be a perfect angel to be used by God. We know that in Isaiah chapter 45, where it talks about King Cyrus, and God very much made it clear that he was using King Cyrus for his purpose. In his Isaiah chapter 45, Donald Trump was the 45th president. And it talks about how King Cyrus did it for no reward. Donald Trump also did not take a salary. He donated his salary. God talked about in Isaiah chapter 45 how, God had Cyrus to help the children of Israel rebuild the temple. Well, Donald Trump moved the U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, making Jerusalem the capital. So there are too many similarities to say that this is just a coincidence, because God uses people for his purpose. And the person doesn't even have to be a born again person. I don't know where Donald Trump's status is with the Lord. I know when he was first running, it sounded like he was a straight up unbeliever, but maybe what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania caused him to think or get closer to God. I really pray that he gives his life fully to the Lord. I really, really do. But we got to know the signs of the times and not believe the lies coming from the left, because the left works for the enemy of our souls. And if you believe the media, the propaganda, you are in danger of taking the mark of the beast because you're already believing something that is not true. That's just facts. I've heard that Satan is the prince of the airwaves. And when you look at the debauchery and immoral behavior that the Democratic Party endorses, you see it in the media, you see it in Hollywood, you see it in the music industry, you see it in the public school system. You know that the Democratic Party has its hands in all of these different areas. And anyone who says that I'm just making this up, prove me wrong. Is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying. This is just a lot going on in this country. We have got to wake up. And it's not even about Democrat and Republican. This is a battle between good and evil. Period. This is a battle between good and evil. For whatever reason, God is using the MAGA Republican, in this case, Donald Trump. Whatever reason, Satan is using the Democratic Party, any Democrat, and then some rhinos, because you got a good portion of the Republican Party that is not for the right thing. They're really Democrats in disguise, and we call them rhinos, which means Republican in name only. And then I saw recently about Steph Curry. I've been thinking Steph Curry is this Christian, but I remember when he was, supportive of Barack Obama. And then I saw where he endorsed Kamala Harris, and the main reason he gives is because of a woman's rights to do what she wants with her body. And we already know what that is. That's what he said. And I'm disappointed in him for that. And I think we should just pray for him. I'm not going to demonize Steph Curry. Steph Curry, you need to get more backbone. You need to stand up for what is right. Because if I'm not mistaken, I heard that his mother went in to abort him when she was pregnant with Steph Curry, but she couldn't do it. He wouldn't even be here if she made the wrong decision. I can't even believe someone who was almost aborted actually supports this heinous act. In any event, you guys tell me what you think about all this. I've got another video coming out. You guys have got to watch it. Donald Trump is talking about what he is going to do with what happened 4 years ago. You got to watch it. It is powerful. Well, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.